Welcome dear children to e-learning classes. I hope dear children you are all well at home and studying the online classes. Today we shall continue with our next topic, that is Roman number 3. Find the area of the following shape. Each square of the graph paper has a length of 1 centimeter and a breadth of 1 centimeter. Now children, you already know how to take out the area of a given figure. Now this figure is given. Now each square, you can see on the graph paper that each square contains one full square, half square and more than half square. Now this is one square, this is again one half square. Now here it is written each square of the graph paper has a length of 1 centimeter and breadth of 1 centimeter. So we will first count out the complete squares and then the half squares and more than half squares. Now here then we will do the total. So we will now take the complete squares as right and then we shall count each and every box. So counting this, we get the complete square, that is 37. So we will write 37, number of squares is 37 and the area in square unit is 37. Now we will count the half squares. We will put dot in place of half square and then we will count. So the number is, half squares are 8. So we will write 8 here and then 8 divided by 2, we get 4 complete square. So we will write, so 8 divided by 2 we get 4. We'll add the total, that is 37 plus 4 is equal to 41. So the area in square unit is 41 square centimeter. We now move on to the next shape. The first one, here we can see number of complete squares, half squares and more than half squares. Now here also we will do the same thing. First we will write how many complete squares are there in this figure. So we can count, there are 5 numbers complete square. So we will write number of squares are 5 and the area in square unit is 5. Then we will count that there is no half squares. So we will put dash on the half squares, but there are more than half squares. So we will count the more than half squares. So there are total 9 numbers. So we will write 9 numbers in number of squares and the area is 9. So now we will count 5 plus 9 is equal to 14. So there is no half square, so we will write 0 in place of half square and we will write the total 14. So 14 will be the area in square unit. Next, here also one figure is given. Now in this figure also you have to take the complete square and dot the half square. There are no more squares in this figure. So first we will count the complete squares. So after counting we will get the number, that is 22. So we will write 22 in the box and the area in the square unit is 22. Now the number of half square are only 4. So we will first do the dot and then we will write 4 in place of half squares. So we will divide this 4 by 2. We will get the answer 2. So 4 half square is equal to 2 full square. So here there is no more than half square, so we will write 0 in place of that. Now we will add the area in square unit, that is 22 plus 2 is 24. So the area of this figure is 24. Third part of this question is as homework. You can try it at home. Now we will do the fourth one. Here you can see complete squares, half squares, more than half squares. So first we will take the complete squares and then we will count it. So the total number of complete square here, we can count that it is total 17. So we will write 17 on number of square and area in square unit is 17. Now we will count the half squares, that is the dotted areas. First we will put the dot and then we shall count it. So counting this we get 14. So we will write 14 half squares and 14 divided by 2 we get 7 full square. So there are no more than half squares, so we will write 0 in place of that. So doing the total 17 plus 7 we get 24. So the total area in square unit is 24. So 5 and 6 will be your homework. Now we shall start with 7. So here you can see the figure. This figure there are only complete squares. There is no half squares, no more than half squares. So first what we will do, we will take all the complete squares and then we will count it. So counting we get 25 and we will write number of squares is equal to 25. So the area in square unit will be also 25. So we will write area in square unit as 25. There is no half squares or more than half squares, so we will put 0 in place of that. So the total area is 25. So this shape has 25 square unit. Now next one will be as homework. We will now do the ninth one. Now here also you can see one figure, a star figure. Here we have only half squares and complete squares. So first we will count the number of complete squares. So the number of complete squares are 8. So you can count it and then you have to write in place of number of squares, that is 8, and the area in square unit is also 8. Now we will count the half squares. The half squares are also 8. So we can count here the half squares, those are 8. So we will write 8 and 8 divided by 2 we get 4. So area in square unit will be 4. As there is no more than half square, we will write 0 in place of that. So the total area will be 8 plus 4, that is 12. So area of this figure is 12 square unit. With this we have completed our Roman number 3 and you have to omit Roman number 4. Thank you for watching the video.